Hi, my name's Darren Dobson and I'm with Spencer Magazine. Today I'm at the Restaurant Canada show in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Today I'm at a Caviar booth to learn everything there is to know about caviar. And I have the #1 expert at the show to give us a little education about caviar. Over to you.
Hello, Spencer. My name is Cornel Sipa. I'm owner, operator, and many other hats at Acadian Sturgeon and Caviar. We are really very unique in the whole world. We produce caviar that is Canadian, made from native species. We live in New Brunswick that has a beautiful clean water, and 2 types of sturgeon that produce really amazing caviar that I'm going to make you try some. So basically we started this business. It's a family business. We started it 18 years ago, and this is based on my passion for sturgeon. You'll see, I think, when we are tasting this, that I'm very passionate about sturgeon, which is not hard to be because they really are amazing fish. They produce the most praised after product in the world, which is caviar, and which is a product that needs a lot of education because it has been misunderstood during the time. We thought that caviar only is produced in countries like Russia and Iran, which was true for about 100 years in the 1900 to 2000. But lately, pretty much every country in the world is producing caviar, and Canada produces some of the best. We have the only wild caviar in the world right now, which is sad for the world, but we take care of it. We are really sustainable. And we have 2 other varieties that are farmed by us in land-based, really good conditions. So in tasting, like anything we are tasting, there is a few things that we have to take care of. The first, here we have like a sort of a board under there is gel packs to keep this caviar cold. Our caviar is very delicate. You want to really preserve it at the right temperature. The other important thing is to use a pairing, like a drink pairing, to cleanse your palate. I offered you here some sparkling water. Of course, you can go vodka or champagne, but I believe now in the show we are here to work, so we are going to do it okay with the sparkling water. For tasting, we'll start from the mildest to the strongest. The mildest caviar that we offer today is the Acadian Gold, which is a very interesting color. You see, it's golden color. It's like a blonde caviar, so to speak, right? This species, short-nosed sturgeon, short-nosed, they have a lot of genes. They are very genetically variable. So about 20% of our fish they are kind of blonde. 80% are brunette, so to speak, for humans, you know. So, but you see, it's quite a big difference in flavors too. This is very buttery, very easy. The second one is more rich, more flavors in it. So the way you taste caviar, you make like a fist, and it's what we call a caviar bump, which sometimes makes young people laugh, makes you laugh, which is great. So I'm going to put you a little bump of caviar on the back of your hand. Sure. And I'll show you how to do it. So you'll take your sparkling water, you take a sip. So you are cleansing your palate, right? And then you take all this, place it in your mouth, and mush it around, like break the eggs. You need to break the eggs to make an omelet, right? So we are breaking the eggs to get the flavors develop in our mouth. Just move it around, yeah. This is a very easy, it's like a beginner's caviar. It's like butter. It's a little bit too young, it's fresh. You'll see the next ones are much more flavor in it. But this is a very easy flavor, like an easy aftertaste. It's kind of an infused, like a butter infused caviar, so to speak, really right? Excellent.
Very flavorful.
It is flavorful, but it's a simple one. The next one, there is also a difference in age. Caviar will age like a raw milk cheese, especially if it doesn't have any chemicals and is not pasteurized. Because some people do pasteurize caviar, which is, in my opinion, it's a sacrilege. You want to really keep it as good, as natural as possible, because it's very healthy for you. So we'll go to the next farm caviar, which I'm almost out of. I need to get some extra for you later. So this is Acadian Emerald. It's aged for 4 months.
Wow.
You'll see much more punch in it, a little bit of a nuttiness, still the buttery flavor like you saw. And yes, you need to rinse first because you have some salt on your palate from the previous one. And let's do it. So you still have the buttery way, but it's more punch, it's more flavor, yes.
Yeah.
The salt is more apparent a little bit. It's the same amount of salt on all three of them, but this one, because the caviar is very well aged, it will get more flavors, okay?
Wow.
And now I saved the best for the last for the best. It is a 8 months caviar. This is really very special. Actually, again, it's unique in the whole world. Don't forget to rinse.
Now, so this one is aged, you said 3 months?
4 months.
4 months, and that's 8 months.
And it's almost zero. It's
And
a
the
one week. It's
Wow.
very fresh. It's made last week.
Wow.
This I'm actually out of stock. I save it only for education, but we start harvest again in May. And when we harvest sturgeon, wild sturgeon, actually, if you can believe it, we invite people to come and visit us. We do a sturgeon safari, which is unique in the whole world. We catch fish that are 6 to 9 foot long. Like amazing.
Wow.
They go and come in the boat with the fishermen. They can see how we do it. They see how we treat the fish. Very, very unique.
Cheers.
Cheers. This is stronger a little bit, but it's so much umami, so much flavor.
Wow. They're all tasty.
They are all tasty, but this is again aging. What it does, it really breaks down kind of the caviar. It's like you have a raw milk cheese that stayed very long. It becomes like almost unctuous, like very, very flavorful. You know, so that's amazing. So which one would you prefer if you want to choose one? I know they are all good, but
They're all good, but I like the medium.
Medium
so
ones,
This
yes,
one,
yes.
the older one's very more salt.
Yes, yes.
But the other one's a nice, little less salt, but still a lot of flavor.
a lot of flavor. Yes.
But the blonde, I'm slightly blonde as well. So
yeah.
but they're all good. What's interesting is when you farm this,
Yes.
like for the blonde one, you have to get it and then you seal it. What's the shelf life of it? Like you have to eat it quick.
So we make sure that we send it to customer in the perfect conditions, like So I don't recommend to keep caviar too long because it's a natural product. When I ship it to regular customers in a regular fridge, we only have a best before of 1 month, which is enough to eat caviar. You don't want to buy too much in advance. Our caviar, again, we take care of the quality. We preserve it in very cold fridge, so we have really good products. And then we ship it on those special gel packs that that preserve the temperature uniform. It doesn't have variations of temperature, and it's very, very good.
Because since you're farming it in the water and in the ocean, so I guess you'd have regular customers when you farm it. You pack it, you ship it to regular customers all the time, so they're constantly getting
exactly new stock. I mean, yes, a new stock. And again, we age it. We put it in big blue tins, like 1.8 kilos. It's the same like a wine. You put it in a barrel or you put it in a big bottle. The bigger the recipient that you are putting the caviar in, the slower and nicer it ages. If you have it in a small tin, it will age faster compared with a bigger tin.
Yeah.
But then we repack it in small tins before we ship it to customers.
Yeah, exactly. Because I think this would be good. Is like it's not your. Because I don't know how often you'd harvest a year, but I'm assuming there's only a certain fishing season.
Yeah.
And you have to still catch the fish. So you catch the fish. You don't even have to ask customers. You just have them. Whenever you get caviar, just ship me off a few tins every time you go. Because this is fantastic.
Yeah.
Because once you learn about it, I think people get addicted to it.
Pretty much.
He's just saying, since it's such a rare product.
Yeah. And it's good for you too. It's healthy. Actually, caviar is the healthiest food you can have because it's packed with minerals and vitamins and lipids and everything. It's like a Duracell of life, I call it. The fish makes a lot of it. So, and then we don't use only the caviar. We actually use the fish itself.
Yeah.
We have some sturgeon skins that we use for leather. Sometimes I wear some sturgeon shoes, which I had yesterday, but they were a little bit tight, so I took them off. And then we have smoked sturgeon. We have a smoked sturgeon pate, like a spread that is very, very delicious.
You make that as well?
We do that as well, and it's really good. So try this.
The fish?
It's the fish, and it's the best smoked fish you can have. It's really delicious.
So you smoke it yourself?
We do. We have a processing plant, CFIA inspected, and we do a traditional smoking. You know, with maple chips. We are Canadian, so we do it maple, and it's really good. And then this pate.
Got the maple leaf.
Yes, exactly. And this pate is like a spread with smoked sturgeon, cream cheese, dill, and pepper. This on a baguette or in a bagel, you cannot stop eating it. It's delicious.
This is so good. It's so good. Now, I heard that you here can talk about your different safaris. Right here.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about.
So look at this size of this fish. So those are fish that are